Well, morning, fellow zombies. Just finishing up the last of the coffee right now. Coffee in my cup, that is. Hey, crazy ass morning, son. It's 8:20 in the morning Pacific Standard Time. It's Sunday, the 21st of May, 2023. The Weaver and John C. Rosamond, California. You're a zombie out here, and not to mention doing the diary of the Graver named John Weaver, which would be me. Okay, you're probably wondering what's going on in this thick skull because of those videos I get pumping out. Well, the videos are self-explanatory to a point. I should have been watching this damn thing like crazy. No, I was going to get into the politics this morning and not to the personal stuff because, you know, yesterday's bombshell and I'm doing the reactionary videos like crazy on this one. Okay, we'll get the personal stuff and then maybe we'll try to work in the politics at this point. Yeah, go back to bed good. That dog gets stressed out, so do I. After what's been going on these days, shit. I'm not gonna apologize for lightning because right now it's getting too damn hot out there, and it's only 9:21 in the morning, and we're gonna be cooking. One particular computer, I'm gonna have to be using limited because of the power and how much energy bills cost. And this one, recording reactions left and right. I feel like I had no choice. I feel like I had no choice but to do videos like this. On the other computer screen, they're talking about on This Week on ABC, nearly a year since Uvalde happened, and it was horrifying. And they're getting families' reactions of what happened over there. They're talking to survivors of mass shooters. Thank God we haven't had that kind of situation over here, because if we had, I don't think we'd be able to deal with this. It's bad enough when we would get maybe people run over or car accidents, but thank God we haven't had that kind of tragedy happen where we would have a nut job coming out or a person who's in severe pain who decides he's going to go out and take out people and be shot by cops, purposely planned, because he doesn't want to do the act himself. So he'd rather have somebody else have that kind of pain. Suicide by cop. People would call it a cowardly way of going on, and I would probably agree. Felt like probably had no choice but to get the guns necessary to practice this thing and just be dead set on it. And once you're on that pathway, I don't know if there was any hope of getting the person back together again. Already his pieces on the inside have already been shattered mentally, so physically it's got to match. And so he's got to share his grief and pain with everybody else. Surprises the hell out of me that I could throw up all of the memes that I can concerning about grief and reflection, and people are accepting it as normal these days. And if I happen to throw in suicide, I may or may not get a response one way or another. But it doesn't actually help or work unless you have constant feedback of people trying to check on you to see whether or not you're going to be one of those next guys or next people out there who's going to be saying, I'm checking out of this world, I'm taking the people with me, and I'm going to go out by a cop. I might throw something out like that. And the problem is, would they respond? But only if I'm in that kind of mental state to do so. It's horrifying because this thing marks you like crazy. You get into activism or you get into a sheltered mindset. And it's scary as hell when you get into the mental entrapment here because you're going to be afraid of everything. I haven't been in that situation. Almost came damn close to it. At one time, when I was going to my college, I had taken one day. Actually, I didn't have to take it. It was scheduled, and there was an active. It wasn't an active shooter drill. There was an active shooter near the campus. This one gang member was having issues with the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. I think I may have talked about this guy. And it had to put the campus on lockdown because this guy was roving around all over the damn place. Not on the campus, but too damn close to it. And they had to make sure that people were protected. I mean, everybody had to be there. They had practiced in various times since I'd been going there for the first time of active shooter drills because of more and more of what's happening in our society. In our country, actually. Not in society and around the world, but just here in itself. It's horrifying that you have to wake up to that effect. That you're a student in the Cold War era, just about to end, and you had to drop and cover because of earthquakes. No, not earthquakes. How about shaking of the ground because of bomb explosions around, and you had to drop and cover and protect your eyes, and hope to God that you're going to be surviving that blast wave. Well, we didn't have to worry about that, did we? We listened to the air raid sounds, sirens, which are now silent for decades. Very few of those relics are still up and around, but hardly ever saying anything unless there's something really, truly to say something about it. And then silence, because now we didn't have to worry about earthquakes except to get underneath tables left and right, even though as you're a young adult and you dive under the damn tables and hope that the roof doesn't break the damn table that you're in. Unless you want to crawl, unless you want to run right outside and hope to God that the ground doesn't open up and swallow you up. Well, we had to worry about those damn things a lot more than we had to worry about air raids. It was about the earth shaking up and waking up and swallowing you like crazy. How about having trauma for that one? I already had lifelong trauma concerning about earthquakes. That was more of a horror than it was about shootings. But over the past 20 or 30 decades, when the school shootings got worse and worse, not to mention the mall shootings and shootings somewhere else, like even a movie theater. It'll be worse when it comes down from the amusement park. Somehow a gun gets... Yeah, but it hasn't yet. But what happens if it did? What happens if it did? And that would be horrifying right there. Imagine going into, say, a big one with mouse ears on it. I know they're stringent on it, but what happens if? I'm saying. And you're on a ride. Someone doesn't like the damn decorum, bowls out a MAC 10. I know, it's preposterous. But diving into the preposterous, there'll be real fireworks going on besides the normal fireworks, and people would be panicking at that point. Or how about something slow as It's a Small World? If they had the sky trains going at that time, or say for example, if they actually had the sky trains going, those sky buckets that go between one particular point of the park and the other particular point of the park, perfect shooters. Just pick your target and then, oh, looky there. Look what I created here. I created bloodstains. Of course, it shut down the damn bucket and put everybody else on lockdown and get the hell everybody out of there. While the shitter goes, oh, darn, you're doing that to me again. Okay, time to fire. Okay, there we go. Oh, goody, we got people firing back. Why are they firing at me? I just want to fire back the people there and just make more bloodstains. That's all I wanted to do. Jeez. Preposterous, I know, but still scares the hell out of me when I start thinking about this shit. Or, you want to talk about another horror? Let's say if you want to, let's say if you happen to go to, let's say something with a city walk on it. We're talking hypothetical, okay? Hypothetical. Okay. I'm a lunatic. I just got off the subway. I'm not telling people if I came from some place where there's a central nexus. All I can tell you is in the bag I bring, maybe a carry-on bag or a backpack. And I'm just getting off the train. I'm looking at things like, could use some redecorating around here. Do. Okay, let's see, what do we got here? We're just walking around. Oh, look, an overpass. Tempting. Of course, if I have to do something over here, I'm going to attract more attention. No. I need more attention than that. Okay, so when I come back, this is the place I'm going to do it. Okay, here we go. We're going up the hill. Hell, I'm just going to take the trolley up here. Here we go. The favorite place. Let's see. There's a second level over here, and there's a second level over here, and we got overhead over here. Well, maybe I have to find a perfect porch on this one here. I'm here on the second level. Okay, let's see where it's at. Ooh, that's a good nice spot here. Okay, let's see. Looking at my backpack. Let's see, I got this in it. What the hell do you want, Badge? I'm just going over here to have some fun. I'm here. I'm going to do some photography. Photograph people dying in bloodstains. Okay, here we go. Okay, time to look at my pint. Ooh, goody. What do you want, Badge? Look, I'm just doing a photography shoot here. I've got specialized equipment over here. No, you don't have the right to go through the damn bag. You got something there. You got something in your badge there. Yeah. Look, I'm just trying to do a job over here. Okay. Well, what am I doing? I'm just doing. Um, I'm my own photographer here. That's what I am doing here. Yeah. Oh, you're going to keep an eye on me. Well, fine, you can keep an eye on me. I'll just keep an eye down on my targets here. Yeah, well, that's what we talk about in photography. They're called targets. Don't like this schmuck anyway. Always getting more friends. Maybe I could get a photography on these guys. So let's see. Hook this thing up. Hook this thing up. Ooh, look at this. Silencer. Let's put this on there. That's just my extension for my lens there. Here we go. Okay. What do you mean freeze? I'm just going to start firing left and right. So don't be funny. Just be standing still so I can make some bloodstains, okay? I'm just going to about to pop off some things over here already, and you got the badges over here? What is this? You got a muzzle pointing at me? Good lord, these guys are serious. They don't like photography. I'm about to make art history here. Let's see. Oh, if I fire one shot, you're going to fire one in my head here? I can't do my job. That was a nickel nursing. Come on, just let me fire one shot. Oh, good lord, everybody's clicking on me. These guys are serious. I can make fun about the damn thing, but in reality, that would be scarier than hell. The characterization I'm trying to point out is someone is not in the right mind. Red Skelton would make these incredible characters and characterizations. I miss that guy. He would be clean enough in telling about his jokes, but I'll tell you something about the characterizations he would make would almost be mentally on target. Now, if I'm going to back up the reel on this photographer here, and let's say the badges weren't around. Okay, so hypothetically speaking, here he comes again. I'm the photographer here. I'm going to make some art. Okay, let's see. What do you want, buddy? Get out of here. I'm just setting up a tripod here. Ready? Nickel. Hey, buddy, I got an idea. What? Oh, there he goes. Made art. Everybody's screaming now. Well, let's make art. Oh, look at the pretty pictures. Dead bodies with bloodstains all over the place. Yay! Oh, shit, I'm getting shot at. Where am I shot at? Oh, good lord. I got to freeze. But I made some pretty good art over here for photographers. Come on, take some pictures here. What do you mean I'm going to freeze? I'm just doing this because I wanted to. And now you gotta shoot me? Oh shit, no, just. Okay, that's it. Time to shoot back. I'm gonna run and shoot. Did I tell you that I got a bomb in this thing? No. That's a way to distract these guys anyway. I haven't got anything, but I'll scare the crap out of them. Now I got. Oh shit! I just got turned into art myself. Ooh. All I wanted to do was make more art. Come on. I'm an artist. I need pain. I need blood. I got my own pain and I got my own blood. Thank you very much. I'm under arrest. What are you made for? I just wanted to make some devastation. Of course, back to the reality. You think somebody's going to be actually saying that to do that? No, they'll just look normal or something like that with a panicked look on their face as they're scoping things out left and right. Eyes shifting a bit, head worked on, and walking stiffly enough. It wouldn't be a natural gait, unless, of course, they got a hell bent in their mind that you couldn't tell whether or not the guy right next to you is going to be either a mad bomber or he's going to be a mad shooter. And these days, it's scary enough as it is. That's why they always look at the people with the bags very carefully these days. Screeners left and right. It's going to come to the point that in places like the malls, where we come to and fro, inside and out, running in and out like crazy because we're trying to do our business, or just want to have fun, drive our parents crazy when we're young enough, or even drive anybody else crazy for that matter, because we're bored to death and we got to keep going in and out. Maybe we're doing power walking or something like that. I don't know. Do things normal, and we don't notice this as much until we start hearing the artillery shells going off. The little tiny artillery shells that makes ugly art on human bodies. I can tell you that for myself. I don't do that kind of crap. I don't do that kind of crap. No, because I don't like it. I hear it all the damn time. Every time there's shootings or in between shootings, they still talk about it because we haven't done anything or enough for the damn thing. We got people turning their heads. We got politicians turning their heads and saying, "Pay me bloody jingle money here." We'll look the other way. We'll talk the talk, but we won't walk it. How does that grab you? It doesn't grab me at all. What it does, it makes me more suspicious about every damn politician out there who wants to chase the bloody silver pouches, who's got the bloody coins in there. The shootings continue. When one particular representative of the House of Government, of our federal government, says that we can't do a shit, you're on your own. Fuck you. Let's put it in plain language like that that the zeros and ones don't like. You're on your own because we can't get this stuff done and over with. So, nice knowing you. But still, vote for me if you're still alive. I may or may not do something for you. I know probably a few politicians are going to be missing their congressional seats because they allowed more bloodshed and more honor or more crap going on. I haven't seen a year. No, actually, I'm seeing more and more contention and contentious talk and action happening these days. That keeps challenging me whether or not I'm going to actually believe in a democracy failing or struggling to survive. I'll have to believe in the latter because I don't want to believe in the former. Because if I'm going to be believing in the former, it means we've lost democracy. But democracy is a struggle. It is a struggle of opinions. It is struggle of wills, of cooperation, of whether or not we actually will have people to cooperate with each other if they could find a common ground necessary for compromise in order to get laws passed to keep and protect the integrity of our country, our sovereign citizens here, and whether or not we're not going to be blowing up the planet anytime soon. How's that grab you? As for the personal matters, I'm going to let the other videos talk about it themselves. Because I'm not quite sure if I'm ready for that deep-seated conversation again to work on this one. That's my own thing going on, and I'll let those videos talk about it themselves. So I may talk about something else.